and we're live. Almost.
Yes. Hi. This is Judy and the Drone Cadets team, and we're here providing a Boogie on the Boulevard virtual experience. And we are going to get some information about drones and how we do it for all ages. And this is not all. We're doing fitness. We're doing health conversation. Oh, it is just a plentiful this month. And, you know, we have more from the DOT coming soon. The Bronx River Alliance. I mean, we are it this August. We are here. We're spilling into September, and we hope to see everyone more on upcoming events. Check out Boogie on the Boulevard /events, or just simply just go to boogieontheboulevard.org. Follow our social media. Follow the Drone Cadet social media, and let's get this started. I'm so excited. And who's going up first? Hey! Nice.
Oh, hello.
Hi. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Grace Cantwell, and I'm a co-founder of Drone Cadets, and I would like my partner to introduce himself too, Sergeant Tony Reed.
How's everyone doing out there? Sergeant Reed here. Right now I'm over here at Camp Smith right now, so I apologize. I'm in the car right now. I'm parked and safe, so no worries. I'm not driving. Just wanted to thank Judy and Boogie on the Boulevard, the whole team and staff, for allowing us to come on your platform. We can't wait to show you guys what we got going on. Let's head over to good old Marty there. Marty?
Hey, everybody.
Say hi, Marty.
Hi, this is Marty Weatherall. I'm here in Minneapolis, actually, a ways away, but we've been doing a bunch of cool drone stuff out here and having a lot of fun getting things going with the Drone Cadets. So excited to be here at Boogie on the Boulevard. Actually, I would call drone racing the most disco of all sports. So this is the perfect setting.
That's a good one. Good one. And we're also here joined by Dylan Byington. Say hi, Dylan. He's on mute.
Hello.
All right.
Dylan is our Challenge Camp champ for drone racing using a simulator. And he's here to demonstrate how exactly we do that, because we've been drone racing all summer long. So I'm going to quick jump on. Oh, I see we have Tondi Allen from Cleveland, Ohio.
Hello.
Hi, Tondi. And we have Joe. Joe, where are you? Where are you from?
I'm here on Long Island, New York.
Long Island. All right. Okay, so let's get right into our presentation. And I want to thank everybody so much again for being here so that we can see everything. All right.
Okay, let's jump into this.
You know, I've been
going.
All right, can you see my screen?
We can totally see your screen.
Yes.
All right. So we are Drone Cadets. And as we introduced ourselves, just letting you know that we teach drones. We teach kids, people of all ages, how to fly drones safely and responsibly at any age. So that's our passion. Today, this is our plan. Sergeant Reed is going to share with you our story, which is a nice taste of our background and how we got to be where we are. And then we're going to give you a taste of our virtual drone training, which we've been working on now for several months. We were planning this before COVID hit, and now it's full force. And we'll do a drone demonstration. We'll give you a animated drone lesson from our animated series, and we'll let you have a chance to play our escape room challenge to win a drone. Very exciting. And then we'll talk more about drone racing using a simulator. And we're going to turn it over to Marty at that point, Marty Weatherall, who's the founder of Hydra FPV and also founder of the Youth Drone Sports Championships. And then we're going to have Dylan Byington, our Challenge Camp champ, give us a demonstration of our drone racing on the simulator and give you a chance to learn more and sign up to participate. So let's get started. Sergeant Reed.
All right, let's take it off. So, hey, good afternoon, everyone. Again, Sergeant Reed here. I started in the Department of Corrections in New York City at Rikers Island in 2011, right? So I was assigned to the adolescents. What has really inspired me to get to start this program going is kind of the recidivism, right? We saw so many young Black and brown kids coming in and out of jail, and I wanted to find out a way that we could utilize technology, right? Technology. 2016 hits, and the FAA, the Federal Aviation Administration, comes out with the Unmanned Aircraft General Exam. And that's when I came up with a great idea of utilizing drones in that nature, all right? And I saw a need. I dared to ask the question, right? What if I could break, or my team here, right, we could break the chain, using technology to deter young men from getting caught up in the crime, the craziness that goes on in New York City. And, from there on, I started to get myself involved with the youth by developing curriculums along with my partner here, Grace. And we got into some of the schools, after school programs. Internationally, we hit, and from the Bahamas to Curacao. And that's when we continued on to do what we do best. And to this day, we have taught thousands of drone cadets worldwide by utilizing some rules and regulations from training them on the first platforms called Telodrone, teaching them how to code, repair. And now we're getting them into also partnering with Mr. Marty there, Youth Drone Sports Championships racing. Since COVID has hit, yes, we have gone virtual, but we have done this way before, right? So this is the new normal is what they will call drone technologies, what we're teaching online. And it's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure seeing and teaching and getting these youth involved of all ages and all backgrounds, because we want, we want to curve them away from this crazy world and let them go on to be sustainable and marketable in this world of competition that going on with drone technology. And there's the story of how drone cadets got started.
Thank you, Sergeant Reed.
Appreciate it.
All right, thank you so much. And so now let's get right into it and teach these drone cadets or future drone cadets exactly what we're talking about in terms of virtual teaching. All right. First things we always do is what we call our pre-flight checklist. Then we connect our drone to a tablet or a device, and then we launch. So it's a very simple process. Sergeant Reed, take it away.
So in order for you, definitely, with your pre-flight checklist, we want to make sure we want to inspect the entire aircraft itself, right? We want to check out propellers. Grace, do you have yourself a drone there? All right, hold it up.
Of course I do.
All right, there we go. We're going to inspect the entire aircraft, check out propellers, make sure that we have a full 100% battery, checking the bottom sensors themselves. And most important thing is to know your mission. Know what airspace you're in. Definitely check your wind and weather and know the surroundings. You have trees, buildings, poles, anything that be obstacle. We want you to note that. These are the primary things you have to do before you launch your drone. It's very, very important, very important. We stress it, even as being professionals we are, we do this, we have to do this in order to continue on with the mission. All right. What else we got there, Grace?
All right, so we're gonna go through the steps there's 7 steps to connecting your drone, and I'm gonna run you through them very quickly, and then we're gonna show you a quick cartoon that runs through them again, all right? But first I'm gonna demonstrate exactly what we mean. And you know what I have to do is take you off the share so you can see what I'm doing, don't I? All right, so you can see I have a drone here. This is what we call a Telodrone. Telo's a drone we use a lot in our, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't stop. There we go. Telo's a drone that we do use an awful lot in our teaching because it's such a great tool. I would say that there's a lot of places you can go with this, from coding to flying and beyond. But depending on your needs, we might have other suggestions if you're planning on putting together a program. But I'm going to use this one now. So the first thing we'll do always is you have to open the Telo app. And in this case, I have my screen right here, and it's this black one right here that I'm going to tap on. It's funny how we've been teaching all summer long virtually. Sorry, guys. Okay, and you'll see on my screen, I hope you can see this, that the first thing that'll happen is that we're going to see a blue box pop up that says Connect Telo, and we'll tap that box, Connect Telo. Then I'm going to move over to my drone, and I'm going to turn it on. Now, right here, you'll see my power button is on the side. So I'm going to press that button once, and you'll see a bunch of colors blinking, and it's going to go through its paces, and eventually it's going to start blinking like a yellow. So after we press the button, we wait till we see the amber, orange, yellow, whatever color you want. That light has to be blinking. All right. Once we see that, we're going to go to our Wi-Fi settings in our tablet, and we're going to look for that particular drone. Now, if you're in a classroom with a lot of different drones, they have to pay attention to the number, but I know I'm the only one that says Telo in this room. So I'm going to click on my Telo, and it's going to connect to my Wi-Fi. This is how I connect to connect the drone to the controller, which is going to be this tablet. All right, and now at this point, I am going to go back to, this is an Android, so I'm going to hit the back arrow to get back to my drone, to my app. And at this point, you should see on my drone here, a green blinking light. Can you see it blinking green?
See blinking green, roger that.
All right, and my camera is displaying what I'm seeing. So we always say for safety purposes, you always look at your face to make sure that it's your face and not somebody else's. So you're not hacking, because we don't approve of hackers. All right, now we place, quickly, I'm gonna do a function check mission so you see that it actually works. I place my drone down on the floor facing away from me, and then I hit this little upper right-hand corner. You'll see something that says, whoops, this one, the other right-hand corner. And we say, what do we say, Sergeant Reed? You want to call me in?
Drone going up.
Drone going up. Drone going up. We say it 3 times so when you hear the tower says clear, we're clear. And now you'll see my drone has taken off. And it's flying around. And it's probably right now, I'm setting my dog. All right. So I'm going to do a quick function check mission. I'm going
throttle
to,
up.
Okay, throttle up, throttle down. Pitch forward, pitch back, roll left, roll right, and do a quick yaw, left, yaw, right, back to center, and then I'm going to say drone landing, drone landing, drone landing.
Clear.
Tap to land. So that's that easy, all right? And if we were in a classroom, we would have everybody doing that together right now. But I'm gonna go back now to my screen share and show you a quick video, because how many people like videos, especially cartoons, right? We are gonna show you a video of how exactly this translates. So another tool that we have to reinforce this. All right, and this is an animated series that we are getting ready to launch that will be available to the public shortly, that I am going to be sharing. All right, tell me, can you see that, Sergeant Reed?
We're good to go.
Hopefully you can hear it.
We are good to go. You may proceed.
Oh.
We might need to turn it up though. Can't hear it though.
So it didn't work?
No audio.
No audio. Sorry, guys.
I know how to make it sound. Because I've been on Zoom before.
I got it. Thank you very much, Dylan. I've been here too. Just forgot to check the box. All right.
Let's do it.
What is STEAM, Sergeant Reed?
I'm glad you asked that, Grace. STEAM is science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics, and drone technology uses all 5 pillars. Throughout this Drone Cadet series, we will be showing all of our guests different ways drones are used through STEAM.
Well, I'm excited to be part of this drone series because drones play a vital role in our society today, and every child needs to be exposed and educated. We are thrilled you all will be coming along our journey with us.
As a certified drone pilot and instructor, we are here to teach all cadets coding with drones, repair, building, and flight operations.
Go to drone-cadets.com and see everything we're up to. We want you to be part of our Drone Cadets experience. All right, let's fly!
All right.
That was awesome.
Stop it. Okay, so now we're going to be
excited about that.
Yes, I do too. All right, you want to see the instructional one now?
Let's do it.
Do it.
So now we're going to do the instructional. All right. So can you tell us a little bit more about this instructional?
Why don't you tell us, Sergeant Reed?
Well, this is welcome to Drone Cadets Level 1. Prepare to launch your drone. So these segments, we'll be talking about exactly what Grace just demonstrated, but these are the 7 steps. So it's very important that you guys listen to pay attention to this because it's going to be a challenge at the end of this, at the end of every lesson. Let's proceed.
Ooh, okay.
Welcome to Drone Cadets Level 1. Prepare to launch your drone.
During this drone lesson, you will learn to connect your very own Tello drone. Let's get started.
First, let's conduct a pre-flight checklist on your drone. Check your propellers. Make sure your propellers are installed correctly. Also, make sure there is no damage to the propellers, like cracks or chipped propellers.
Next, check your landing gear on your Tello drone and check your vision positioning system, which is located on the bottom of the drone. Make sure nothing is blocking.
Now, let's check the camera of the drone, which is located in the front of the drone. Be sure no dirt or dust blocking the camera.
I think we're ready to fly.
Oh no, Sergeant Reed! You cannot forget about the battery. It's the most important part of the drone.
How could I forget? Yes, let's install the battery to our Tello drone into the aircraft. First, make sure the black side is facing up and the side with the writing is face down. Hold the battery so the ridge is under your fingers and the metal contacts are on the bottom, facing in. Slide the battery in and press firmly until you feel a click.
Before you power on your Tello drone, first, let's make sure you have a tablet, iPad, Android, or iOS device that can download the app Tello. This is very important. You will not be able to fly your Tello drone without it.
Open your Tello app and select Connect Tello. Now press the power button and wait for the yellow blinking lights to appear on the aircraft status indicator.
Go into your device Wi-Fi network settings. You should see Tello appear. Click on Tello and go back to your Tello app. You should see a green light blinking on your Tello drone, which means you're connected. And on your app, Your camera should display picture from your Teledrone.
Your drone is prepared to launch. Check out our next lesson to launch your Teledrone. Drone going up. Drone going up. Drone going up.
All right. So Sergeant Reed, tell me a little more about our animated series while I get the link that we're all going to need in the chat.
Series was created to engage more of our students, right? Who doesn't love cartoons, right? Simpsons, Family Guy, all right? All those favorite cartoons, you know, Dragon Ball Z. Who doesn't love your favorite cartoons? So I figured that we come up and write up a whole series based on what we love and what we do. And that's the very best. And it's drones, right? So I figured, like, why not create something that's animated, engaging, and yet, you know, impactful for the youth and for adults, right? I'm a grown man, all right? I still love cartoons, all right? I got a whole series set. So why not make this into a whole set of series where, you know, it hits home. And at the same time, you're learning, you know? So, you know, we came up with this, and the animated writers are writing series after series, lesson after lesson, and there you go. We've got a whole get that series going up. So look out for more.
All right. So one of the things that I like the most about our animated series, and it's evolving as we get farther into this and create more episodes, we've actually started doing our own voiceovers, which is so much fun. It really is. I feel like I'm on, you know, a Pixar show or something. And I just love the way they can make me look so skinny. So we have a really fun challenge for you right now. We want to make sure that you guys are paying attention, because what's virtual learning if we don't know that you're learning? It's a two-way street, right? We give and now you give. So this is your turn to give. Tell them what we have for them, Sergeant.
So we have a challenge. Even I had some issues with it yesterday. So, all right. And I was like, wow. So many series of events that you do, and you can find out where you messed up. So this is going to be, how many minutes did you put for? 5 minutes?
Well, what we've got is, how many have you guys have done an escape room? Anybody here? Has anyone done an escape room? Yeah?
I did your class in challenge camp for escape room.
Yes, you did. So you're gonna be an ace in the hole here. Maybe we shouldn't let Dylan participate. I don't know. What we've got is an escape room challenge for you. I am going to put in the chat a link to a puzzle that we are calling Katie's Pix Mix. All right. You are going to have to show us that you know the steps to connect a drone right here and right now. Now, here's the fun part, is that it's going to be a contest. You have 10 minutes to do it. It's timed, but you have 10 minutes. Sergeant Reed, you're underwater. Here, I got to mute him. Sounds like he's underwater, which is a thing he teaches with drones, by the way, how to do underwater drones. Yeah. Anyway, you'll have 10 minutes to do this. Although we are going to award a drone to the first person that actually completes this challenge. Now, the way we're going to know you completed it is you're going to private message me with the answer. All right, so there's an answer that you're going to private message us through the Zoom link. Does that make sense? Any questions before we begin? All right, let the clock begin. We're going to give you 5 minutes because I think that you guys can do it in less than 10 minutes. But the puzzle will allow you 5. All right, go for it. Click on that link.
Link inside the chat room, correct?
And start this challenge. Yes. Yes, and while they're working on this, should I show it to you guys? Is that something we should do? Yeah, let me show you the challenge as well. Okay. Let's play it ourselves. Now this is through a program called Breakout EDU. Katie's Pix Mix. Okay, now you'll see that we have, the clock is ticking. We have 10 minutes. Let me see if I can get this to scroll down. Showing this is not working for me because it's not scrolling. Let's get into it. Okay, here we go. So Katie took photos at every step necessary, just saw a typo, thank you, to connect her drone before launch. But on her way from the printer, they all dropped and now she's not sure what to do. All of her pictures spewing around the floor and she's got to put them in the right order to launch her drone. You'll see that there's a lock here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this is an ABC lock. So we know that means there's letters that we're looking for. So we've got to type the letters of this image or of this from this clue into the lock in order to unlock it. Now, let's go back to the image and see if we find any clues to help us out. Now, I'm not going to tell you because that wouldn't be fair. Some of you are just focused on this very intently, and I think that's wonderful. But this is how the game goes. I'm going to stop the share for a second, and let's show you what they could win. Sergeant Reed?
Yeah, I'm still here. Oh, yes. The winner will receive an Emax Easy Pilot Ready to Fly RTF, Ready to Fly kit. All right, well, with real FPV 5.8 goggles. And one stick flying, man. You're going to get the whole set. All right? You're going to get the whole set. This is an Emax. All right? This is the bundle kit you're getting. You're getting it all. All right? Getting one battery with it. All right? You're getting the whole kabin caboodle here. All right? So that set right there is something you're getting if you can solve this escape room challenge that we have going on for you guys. So take this seriously, all right? I'm giving these out, all right? And this is straight to you, all right? So get it done. I expect nothing but great things, all right? Nothing but great things out of you, all right? Get it done or you're going to be doing push-ups. Thank you.
Again, with the push-ups, you know, that's a real thing that can happen. And I don't want to give away any of our episodes, but in live classes that we've done, there have been push-ups and there's been jumping jacks and there's been, I don't know, other kinds of exercises that come into play because the class failed to do things or we need them to do things. I guess that's about all I can say on that one. So let's see, do we have any answers coming in?
It's a little fun.
Can I do it, please? Go ahead, Dylan. You can do it. They're waiting. We're waiting.
We are waiting. I guess we'll give it to like what?
Now, part of what when we're almost finished when we're ready to launch our series, our animated series, and our entire online virtual class. Just so you know that this is the way we would teach. There'll be a combination of live instruction like we're doing here, videos that might be third-party videos or videos that we created specifically for this purpose, and animated series videos that are instructional. There'll be narrative that's written, and there'll be puzzles and games and quizzes and ways that students can test their knowledge and know before they move on. All right, I do not see any winners yet. It's been more than 3 minutes. I'm going back to
the shared
Katie's
screen.
picture. We're coming on 5 minutes here. 5 minutes. So I think what we'll do is we are going to move on while people are working on that and see if we can get a winner.
We need a winner. Winner.
Well, and what we're going to do too, here, I'm going to post this link again. And I'm also going to post our email address. So if we don't get a winner today, you can email us. And the first email that we get with the right answer is going to be the winner. How does that sound? Is that fair?
I think that's fair, you know. Hopefully someone gets it together and finds out, you know.
They will. They will. They definitely will. Okay, so let's turn the floor over to Marty Weatherall.
Yay.
Thank you, Grace. Thank you, Sergeant Reed. All right. Again, I am Marty from Minnesota, coming to you from Minnesota, where I run a program called the Youth Drone Sports Championship. So you just saw the drones that Grace was demonstrating, the Tello drones, programmable drones. And those are something you can teach to fly by themselves using a cool app. But then you saw the drone that Sergeant Reed's given away, and he called it an FPV drone. Well, what does FPV stand for? FPV stands for first person view. And you may have noticed that it wasn't just a drone and a controller, but there were goggles, right? So when you fly first person view, when you fly a drone, FPV, you put goggles on and you see what the drone sees. And what we do with the Youth Drone Sports Championships, and we've been working with the drone cadets on bringing this out to where you guys are in New York, is we fly little first person view drones like that one that they're giving away. And they're small. Look, this is a palm-sized drone right here. And notice that camera on the front. Now, that's not a camera for taking pretty pictures. That's a camera for seeing through your goggles. So you are literally flying on the drone. Well, virtually, I would say, but it feels like you're flying. And not only do you get to fly a little drone like this, but you get to put it together. You got to build this drone. This drone does not come assembled. It's assembly required. And you learn a lot of amazing engineering in putting this thing together. There's a little bit of soldering involved. You got to put the camera on there. You got to make sure the camera is going to talk to the goggles. You learn about video transmission technology. You learn all kinds of things. And the other great thing about all this drone stuff, especially right now, is that it's not a contact activity. This drone, FPV drones, we race them, but it's not a contact sport because you don't have to be handing a ball to anybody. You don't have to touch the same equipment. You can be safely distanced and yet still race real drones against other pilots. And the drones can bump into each other, but the pilots can be a safe distance apart. So that's what we're doing in Minnesota. We're taking it all around the country, and we're really excited about New York. But another thing we're doing is that when COVID-19 hit, we had all kinds of races scheduled at high schools all around Minneapolis and St. Paul, and suddenly we couldn't get into the high schools anymore. But there's a drone racing simulator, an FPV simulator video game, basically, that allows you to plug the same controller. Here's one controller, a big one with double joysticks. This controller plugs into my computer, and I can fly a drone in a video game, first person view. And we can race that way too. It's like a multiplayer video game. So, but it's not like any video game because you're actually learning how to fly the real thing in the video game. So we pivoted back in March to simulator racing. And then all summer long, we were working with the drone cadets, and the young man that you're about to see demonstrate, we worked with the kids out at the drone cadets to teach them how to fly and race in the simulator as well. Now I have a little video. Grace, if you can play this video, and maybe the audio, hopefully the audio will come through, I can explain it. But here's just a 1 minute video of what this looks like when we do it. all together.
It's a high school sport like you've probably never seen before. If you like interesting things, you're gonna love this. High school drone racing.
When I was little, I wanted to fly in a spaceship around my house, and now I can with the drone that I've built.
To know that I put that drone together and it's flying and I can do that.
There are students flying all across the country. And it's not only a physical drone, but we get onto simulators and race them online as well.
Bye-bye.
It's a good way to learn engineering in STEM.
You fail a lot in the beginning, but you get better as time goes on.
Flying drones and learning how to build and construct them and modify them and race them, the engagement is 10 to 100 times more engaging than anything I've ever been a part of.
It really is a great life skill sport when you think about it. And if you do race in drones, here's the other great thing. You are allowed to set your goals very high.
All right. So we can stop the autoplay there. So as you can see, we've gotten a little bit of news coverage for bringing drone racing to students. And that showed some examples of what the simulator looks like. That's what it looks like when we fly them in real life. And we have been racing nonstop since March on the simulator. We had our state tournament in Minnesota on Fox Sports TV live. There were no other sports, so they put on drone racing. And now we are about to see a young man going into fourth grade, just a fourth grader, who can demonstrate what it's like to fly and race in the simulator. Now, we think kids, certainly elementary age kids, can learn to fly and race in the simulator. And as the video said, for under $100, you can actually get your controller. As long as you have a computer that can run the video game simulator, you can get a controller and all the online training you need to get started learning how to fly in FPV, like you're flying, like you shrunk yourself down and you're flying on the drone. So it's very affordable to get started. And as you're gonna see with Dylan, you can be elementary school age and get started. Now, when you start building the drones, it's more of a middle school and high school thing, but you absolutely learn how these little things fly. And that is just the beginning of all the things you can do from there. So are we ready for Dylan? Dylan, are you ready?
Yep. Should I share my screen?
Yes, you should.
Let's see, here we go. Okay. Let's just start on.
All right, now Dylan is in what we call the sports hall, which is one of the virtual environments. It looks like a school gym, and he's on our Youth Drone Sports Championships Training 1 track, and it's 6 gates. So those glowing squares, those are what we call gates, and he has to fly through them. Now look, it looks like what we're seeing is what he's seeing as he plays. And it's like he's flying on the drone. And that little orange graphic there is his target. That shows him what gate he has to hit next. And he's just going around in an oval, just like if you watch NASCAR or car racing on TV, but he's flying. And I'm going to tell you all something. If you think this looks easy, it is not. It ain't. He has a double joystick controller. Now, he just went around 4 laps there. And that was clean, Dylan. Young fourth grader flying clean through these gates. We all know what it's like to have to navigate left to right because we're all land-based creatures, right? And we move left to right. But when you have to start navigating up and down altitude as well as left and right, it's infinitely more complicated and difficult, as Tony and Grace can also attest to. But Dylan is making it look easy. Super impressive. He's just got to hit those gates. And he did win the Drone Cadets Summer Championship just a week or so ago, coming back he lost the first 2 heats and he came back and won 3 in a row on this YDSC training course. And I tell you, it's thrilling when these drones are side by side, even in a virtual space. and then wait till you do it in real life. Then it ups the whole game to a whole other level. So we believe this is the next robotics. This is robotics meets Pinewood Derby meets Star Wars. And so you can learn programmable drones like the Tello drones that the drone cadets were demonstrating in the animated series. And then you can get into this FPV world. And then it's like you're flying virtually. You feel like you're Luke Skywalker and you get to race your friends. And it's pretty awesome. Wouldn't you say so, Dylan?
Yes, I would.
Dylan, tell us what you're doing right now. How are you able to do this what looks like so easily? I mean,
well, first you need a lot of practice, I'll tell you that. You need a lot of practice before you can race. Also, do you want me to
tell us anything you want?
Also how you control the drone is like, so there's left sticks and there's two sticks. The left stick is throttle and the camera. If you do left and right with the left stick, then you turn your camera.
It's called
and
yaw.
Up and down with your left stick is throttle up and throttle down, which means you go up.
So show us your sticks, Dylan.
Okay. Well, give me a second. Okay.
Press A on your keyboard.
Yeah. These are my sticks currently.
No, I mean, so we can see it on the screen as you're flying.
How do I do that? Exactly.
Is it press A on your keyboard?
A is to start the race.
Oh, I'm sorry. S.
F. No. Oh, wait, did I press F? Okay.
It changes the camera angle.
What? Oh, sorry. All right, let's try P. I should have these.
Okay. What is that?
No. Marty?
No, I've forgotten.
Joel's not here. He always tells me. Okay, so you can go ahead and.
As he was saying, the left stick, so I've got this turned around, but that's going up and down altitude and kind of turning your drone like you're panning a camera. And this side is surging forward and tilting for turning. And what he has to master with these two sticks is it's kind of like riding a bike. He has to learn the perfect balance between giving it altitude and giving it forward thrust. And then you can't be doing just the camera pan, the panning of the drone to make it fast around this oval. You got to start leaning into it on the right stick. So it's a perfect balance. And when you start off, there is no automated help on this piloting. This is all about the pilot. So you are learning a skill that you can translate to any other drone, including professional drone jobs. So this looks like a video game, but this lets you fly the real thing in all sizes of the real thing. And this is probably the hardest drone you're ever going to learn. So once you learn this, you are set. And you start off bouncing off the ceiling and bouncing off the floor. But once you get it, it is a ton of fun.
Show them like the different kinds of drones and like all that.
Sure.
Let's see what time we have. We only have actually about 2 more minutes.
I'm trying to see some. Oh.
Are we taking questions?
So what I was going to do is, I don't think we're going to have time for that today, Dylan. But what I'd like to do, Dylan, is maybe have you come back and we'll record something that you show us so that we can share it in places like this. Does that sound like something you would like to do?
When would I do that?
I'll let you know.
Okay, yeah, I'd do that.
Good. Thank you so much. All right. So just quickly, Sergeant Reed. Oh, wait. Marty, you want to tell us about the fall?
Yes. So we are wrapping up our summer season right now in the Youth Drone Sports Championship. The website is youthdronesports.org. You can also find out all about us at drone-cadets.com. That's .org as well, correct?
.com.
.com, sorry, drone-cadets.com. But we are about to start our fall season. So if you would like to start a drone team at your school, if you would like to get into drone racing and represent your school, be the first person to start a drone team at your school, which looks really good on a college application, you just need to reach out to us. You can get in touch with Grace and Sergeant Reed, or find us at youthdronesports.org. The fall season is starting. We're going to have pilots all around the country racing each other in real time in the simulator that you see here that Dylan's flying in. We had Dylan last night racing against pilots here in Minnesota, and other pilots were from Phoenix and Texas and everywhere. So you can get started for under $100 this fall racing weekly. And this is a sport that will not get canceled because it's safe in the simulator, and we can even do it in real life in a safe way. So definitely look into that. We'll have another season in the spring, and we are going to get this, keep growing this until it's as big as robotics. And of course, robotics is everywhere, but this is robotics that flies.
Full disclosure, Marty just said it's under $100 to get started. It's about $100 to get this controller. All right. He's talking about the program fee, right?
No, actually, this is something that I was just sharing with Sergeant Reed before the call. There's a radio now that is a less expensive radio that allows the whole startup cost to be under $100, which is amazing. So that is breaking news, everybody. If you wanted to find something breaking news today, that's it. Under $100 to get started, and you learn to fly the real things, and the sky's the limit after that.
You heard it here first, guys. That's wonderful. And there's Dylan showing me my favorite view of all. He's learned how to land on top of the basketball hoop and sit there because I like the view, and he does it for me. I think that's awesome.
I gotta learn that.
All right. So we can watch this all day. Dylan, could you unshare your screen because we're gonna have to say goodbye to these nice people. Thank you. Okay, so last thing, just to go back and give you our contact information. I'm gonna just go back. Actually, we're gonna go to our website. This is Drone Cadets, drone-cadets.com. All right, and if you scroll down, you'll see this is where you can watch the race where Dylan, if you hit this, Dylan won, which I wish we had time to show you. And we've got all of our greatest, here, I'll go like this. We've got some really great programs to share with you. I encourage you to subscribe here so that we can let you know when all of these things launch. We're talking mid-September, most likely, for the Drone Racing League and for our virtual program. And you can find more about Drone Camp in a Box, which is a great way you can get started at home with drones. You can learn how to code drones, like our Tello drone, for as little as $5 a month. More about our animated series, and we've got lots of things going on. And please, while you're here, fill out our contact information page, which gives you a chance to tell us what you're really specifically interested in, and we can get back in touch with you. All right, so drone-cadets.com.
I'm wondering, is a pilot from New York going to win the national championship this fall?
Yeah.
You think so? I don't know. Are there pilots out there that are ready for the challenge? We got some fast pilots in Minnesota and Phoenix and Florida and everywhere. So let's see how New York represents.
All right, well, New Yorkers, we need your help so that we can show up these Minnesotians.
I will do it.
Minnesotan.
I'm a
Minnesotans.
I'll do it.
Well, our fastest pilot right now is in Phoenix, but Dylan is a young prospect.
Yes, he will.
New York is represented well.
All right. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
We want to thank you, Judy, for allowing us to be on your platform. Everyone, make sure you follow us on Facebook, Drone Cadets, Instagram, Drone Cadets, LinkedIn, Drone Cadets. And just tune in to everything every Thursday. Don't forget, tune in, right? Marty, you want to know every Thursday what goes on? Every Thursday at 8 p.m.
Every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern, we race just like we did last night. Dylan raced last night. And you can find us at Youth Drone Sports on Twitch, on YouTube, Instagram. But the streaming is on Twitch and YouTube, Youth Drone Sports. Find us there Thursday night at 8 o'clock.
Brilliant.
Yeah, thank you, everyone. I wish I had a drone right now. So talking about being remote, everyone is in such different locations, and I'm right near a beautiful river in New Paltz. And now I wish I had a drone that could just like, I don't know, is there drones where I can ski along the water? Like, is there drones that way? Is it only like how would I enjoy this view in the river? What would you suggest?
Get underwater drone.
FPV that goes underwater. Yeah, first person view.
Personally, I would fly along the top of the water so I could feel like I'm in there. But yeah, Sergeant Reed would go under the water.
Yeah. So what would you say for the amateurs looking into drone? Like a beginning, how do you begin? How do you get started? How do we get to Dylan's level?
Practice.
Well, first, I think they should go to our website and sign up to take a class, because it can be frustrating when you don't know what you're doing and you get a box and it's not working and you don't know why, and then you crash and then you break it. It can be very frustrating, but we always tell everybody all pilots crash. It happens to the best of us. So we can help guide you as to ways that you can, for example, with my drone, I put this little bubble around it when we're teaching drones, so that when you do crash, it's a little more forgiving. Okay. But get in touch with us. We'd love to help.
I have something about the batteries. What about like charging the batteries? Like, what if the batteries are dead?
You learn a ton about batteries when you get into the drone game, as Dylan is mentioning. So if you haven't noticed, more and more things are running on batteries. Even cars these days are running on batteries, like the Tesla. So it's a good thing to learn all about how batteries work. So you learn all these things, and you do it in the interest of flying. What kid doesn't want to fly? But they learn so much in just getting up in the air.
Doesn't want to fly.
Exactly.
Oh, everyone wants to fly.
Everyone wants to fly. It's the original dream.
That'd be fun.
All right.
Well, I just have one last question. There was some people who asked about the New York City versus New York State laws about drones. Does anyone know that type of information? I've been asked that.
Well, there's 5. You can also go to FAA, and you can go to the fast team section and the drone zone, which they have on the FAA website, to know about your local municipality.
FAA.gov.
FAA.gov. It's all about your local, your city, and all municipalities when it comes to utilizing drones. And if you ever need more information, you can always contact myself, Ms. Grace, or Marty, so we can give you guys a little bit more in-depth information, so you can understand where. There's 5 legal parks you could fly in New York City. I'm happy to help out where and to give you guys information to that offline. And we can just give me a holler. Email us and go to drone-cadets.com, and we've got your back.
Awesome.
And as you may have noticed,
great question.
Very good question. And as you may have noticed in the video of the Youth Drone Sports Championships, these little drones are indoor drones. So as long as you're in an indoor space that is having a drone race, you can fly in your house. If your parents are okay with it, you can fly. And it's a 1 ounce drone, and it can crash right into you, and it doesn't hurt. So you don't have to worry about the FAA when you're flying indoors with these little drones. So that's another way to look at it.
Oh, cool. Because I always wanted, I know we're wrapping up, but this is a personal question for me. Just the last question is, if I'm riding my bike and I wanted my drone to follow me, is there like a recommendation of like how I could still bike and do drone at the same time?
There are some drones that are designed to follow the person's phone. Yep. And so there's a special programmed drone to do that. Or you could get a friend who's really good at flying FPV, and then they could just dive around you. So if you look on YouTube and you look up FPV drone car drifts and things like that. You'll see how cool that can really look. But it's hard to do that yourself while you're biking. You would want a friend to do that.
Because I've been seeing the commercials, like you can walk and still have the drone follow you. Like if you have like a unit or something and it tracks it. Is that not right? Am I misunderstanding that?
That is possible with an app on your phone. Yes. So
Okay.
that's becoming available. But if you want a more advanced level of camera work, if you really want to look awesome and have it like going all around you and diving and chasing, then you need a pilot that knows how to race like Dylan. Yep.
Okay. All right. Perfect. Well, thank you so much. I think, everyone in and outside the Bronx, thanks you all. We're always trying to bring new and innovative things, and I'm a techie, so I really love this event. I was watching it, and I took a break from biking just so I can listen to it, and it was truly amazing. And my friends are like, "Is it finished?" Like I'm like, no. I gotta ask my questions. I gotta geek out a little bit. This is my moment. Wow, I love it. I think it's truly amazing, especially to see so many young people either online and learning offline and getting involved. And I met Tony. We all in the nerd world. And Silicon Harlem also helped with putting this together. So I thank everyone. And someone messaged and said the Bronx needs a drone team. That's correct.
That's what we say. All the kids are saying it now. Like some kid in a town that doesn't have a drone team, they say, my town needs a drone team. Well, the Bronx needs a drone team. Let's make it happen.
Definitely.
I imagine Brooklyn needs one. Queens needs one.
Manhattan,
Staten Island. They all need one.
Needs one.
There you go. Midtown. Let's
try to hope with Tony and with all of you, we can try. See, we have a lot of Bronx organizations that are looking for more tech, science and technology courses, especially with school being half remote. Like finding ways to still educate while not being in a brick and mortar. So this is something we would love to expand even further outside this event.
I love that.
Wonderful.
All right.
I love that. Thank you so much, Boogie on the Boulevard.
Yeah, thank you.
We love you.
Judy.
Okay.
Thank you, Judy.
All right.
All right.
Thanks.
Goodbye. Thanks, Dylan.
Thanks, Dylan.
Great job, Dylan.
Take care, guys.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Still streaming live.